I set out to complete every 3D Zelda game before the release of Tears of the Kingdom, and here's how it went. The Zeldathon started early January. We started off with Ocarina of Time, then went on to Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, and then finally Breath of the Wild. Although I did do 2 more games in between, but you'll see those. Thank you all for watching the Zeldathon, and now it's on to Tears of the Kingdom. So let's start off with Ocarina of Time. We wake up Nabragir and totally not kill the Deku Tree, sneak past the guards in Hyrule Castle, talk to Zelda, play the Ocarina, get a spiritual stone from Darunia, and a hug from the boys. Swim a bit to Zoro's domain, get eaten by a fish, and then completely rupture their insides. They now have 3 unknown diseases. We head back to Hyrule Castle, and Zelda chucks us the name of the game, and we enter the Temple of Time. For day 2, we start off by trying to get to the Forest Temple, and surprisingly spend an entire hour before we enter it. We boggle our minds at the Forest Temple until nabbing a key where no sane person would look. We beat a Phantom Ganon, totally, and then we go to get our horse Epona, which then leads us to creating a paradox, which then leads us to the well, and oh my goodness, how is this in a children's game? For day 3, we keep it pretty simple. We do some exploring and figure out how to get to the Fire Temple. We then proceed into the Fire Temple to get owned by game mechanics. But after we clear the temple, we head on over to Zora's domain, which has to be the chillest spot in Hyrule. We run through the Ice Cave and get the Iron Boots, as well as getting Farore's Wind, Din's Fire, and finally the Blue Tunic from the Zora King. And we are ready to take on the Water Temple. We start off right into the Water Temple, and oh boy, you lads were not joking about the Water Temple. The Dark Link fight was awesome, as well as the dungeon boss. So we leave and get fire arrows, do some fishing, and head over to Kakariko Village. Oh, good thing we got the... Then we make our way through Gerudo Valley and Gerudo Fortress, and now we head deeper into the desert. Instead of going through the desert, we realize that we need hover boots to get through the sand. But what exactly are hover boots? Time for the Shadow Temple. We fend off the horrors and nab the hover boots, as well as catch a ride on the boat and give a big bonk to Bongo Bongo. Now we try to get ice arrows, but whoops, no arms. And with that, we get ready for the Spirit Temple and get another bottle. Today we headed to the Spirit Temple, nabbed the Silver Gauntlets and then the Mirror Shield. We fought Twin Rova. The fight is awesome. Once all the sages are awakened, it is time for Ganon's castle. We shoot the 6 pimples and head up for a nice tennis match with Ganondorf until he gets so mad he violates so many OSHA regulations. We beat him up, save Hyrule, and now with Ocarina of Time finished, it's time for Majora's Mask. We now start up Majora's Mask, and we instantly get mugged by the name of the game. We play hide and seek, have a flashback, and make our way towards the Woodfall Temple. After making our way through the temple, we fight the boss and end up taking 30 minutes to try and find the last stray fairy, and then another 30 minutes trying to get to the fairy fountain. After that, we nab the fairy mask. That would have been handy. We get the bomber's notebook and return to dawn of the first day. We go into the freezing tundra of Snowhead and decide that physics don't apply to us. Then shortly after, we do some grave robbing, people robbing. How do I classify this? After heading into Snowhead Temple, we run through it with ease, and then we fight the goat. After restoring warmth to the land, we participate in some races and upgrade our sword to the Gilded Sword and return to dawn of the first day. We mainly focus on getting masks today as we march with some chickens and shoot down some aliens. After that, we stop some crime and help out an invisible man to get a few more masks. Then heading to Great Bay, we get the Zora mask, enter the Gerudo Pirate Fortress to nab the lost Zora eggs, which just so happened to teach us the most banger song of all time, and that lets us enter the Great Bay Temple and return to dawn of the first day. 10 straight days in a row. You know what that means? Great Bay Temple. We nab the ice arrows and get our defense upgrade from the Great Fairy. Going to the George fight, we complete it with relative ease. Then we go to the races, talk to some ghosts, learn the Song of Storms, heal some old dude, and then bust a move. For day 11, we kill some spiders and nab the Mask of Truth and the Big Boy Wallet, and then we do the longest quest chain in the entire game while getting a multitude of masks in the process. Was this quest worth it? Yeah. The rest of the day was spent preparing for the Gibdo trading quest, and tomorrow we complete the Stone Tower and beat the game. Today we finished the Stone Tower Temple, and I have to say that it is my favorite dungeon of the entire game. After we clear that, we go and confront Skull Kid on the final day, and this was not what I expected at all. We go play hide and seek with the 4 Spirit Kids before getting the Fierce Deity's Mask and absolutely destroying Majora, although we do still beat him regularly. And with Majora's Mask completed, now it's time for Wind Waker. Wind Waker is my favorite Zelda game as of day 13 of this challenge, so I thought I would spice up the adventure by 100% completing the game on Hero Mode. The waves of nostalgia rush over us as we make our way through the Forsaken Fortress, and shortly after we clear Dragon Roost Cavern, we then do some side quests and bid for the Swift Sail, and then it is onwards to Forest Haven. We start off the day by entering Forest Haven and talking to the Great Deku Tree. We obtain the Deku Leaf and start making our way into the Forbidden Woods. We get the Boomerang from this dungeon, and then we do the funny on the boss. After that, we go get bombs and our last pearl, and then whack this lad 500 times without failing. Yup. Today we played hide and seek at Windfall Island before placing the 3 pearls on their respective islands to unlock Tower of the Gods. Before we go anywhere, we whacked Mr. Swordman 1,000 times and only get $200 from it. Going into the Tower of the Gods, we get the Hero's Bow and then the Master Sword, and tomorrow we saved Errol from the Forsaken Fortress. Today we go to the Forsaken Fortress to save Errol and then beat up the Helmarok King. After learning about the Triforce in Hyrule, we proceed to not go to any temples today and rather focus on side quests. Tomorrow we'll go to the Earth Temple, for sure. Today we start off heading right into the Earth Temple and we nab the Mirror Shield and beat up some Redeads. Then after powering up the Master Sword, we go to the Savage Labyrinth and we died on the last floor. Dear God. In a fit of rage, we decide to enter the Wind Temple as well. We nab the Hookshot and fully power up the Master Sword, and now it's time for some side quests. Today we decided to focus on small things. We go into a trading quest to get magic armor, then we get our revenge against the Savage Labyrinth. We then proceed to get all the Triforce pieces somehow, and tomorrow we finish getting our full 20 hearts. We spend today getting our heart count up from a measly 15 to almost 19. What happened to the last 2? We don't talk about it. But hey, we beat the game tomorrow, so that's cool. You know those 2 hearts we missed yesterday? We got them, but now it's time to fight Ganon. Time to use the bottle again, beat up Puppet Ganon, and then move on to the regular Ganondorf fight, and holy moly, he's dead. More importantly, tomorrow it's time for Twilight Princess. Time to start Twilight Princess. Just like with Wind Waker, I'll be getting all 20 hearts and items. We go Goten, and then, wolf time. After meeting up with Zelda, we head to the Forest Temple and nab the Gale Boomerang, then do some puzzle solving to defeat the boss of the temple. We make our way to Kakariko Village, and hoo boy, I sure hope nothing bad happens here. Oh look, it's the stage from Smash! A few matches of sumo later, we enter the Goron Mines and nab the bow, fight Virus, and become a world-class sniper. Today it's time for Lake Hylia and Zora's Domain. After nabbing the Zora Tunic, we try the Kuko minigame for 20 minutes. But after that, we enter the Lake Bed Temple and nab the Claw Shot, and we're still in the Lake Bed Temple. Today we finish up the Lake Bed Temple and fight Morpheal. We get owned epic style before heading to the Sacred Grove to get the Master Sword. What is this puzzle? And then we go to Gerudo Desert and reach the Arbiter's Grounds. Today we play through the Arbiter's Grounds and nab the Beyblade. After defeating the boss, we head off to Snow Peak right after we catch some fish. We fail at snowboarding twice, but now we are at the Abandoned Mansion. Today we go to the Abandoned Mansion and nab the Ball and Chain. After healing up Yetta, we challenge them to snowboarding and fail twice. We go on a boat ride and nab some more bombs, and then make our way to the Temple of Time. Fairly simple today. Temple of Time, Dominion Rod, Goma, find the cats. Now we make our way to City in the Sky. Today we enter the City in the Sky and nab our second Claw Shot. I must say it's probably my favorite dungeon in the game. We beat up the dragon and restore the Twilight Mirror. Heading into the Twilight Palace, we nab some balls, power up the Master Sword, and absolutely murk Zant, dear lord. And tomorrow we beat the game. Today we get our final 2 hidden skills and make our way through Hyrule Castle and go fight Zelda with the bottle, fight Dark Beast Ganon, and then move on to actual Ganon, and oh boy, he's dead. Now we move on to Skyward Sword. Today we start up Skyward Sword and get pushed off a cliff twice. We say hello to Fi and nab the Goddess Sword before heading into Faron Woods. And Nintendo Direct tomorrow. Oh boy, I'll be streaming that. Continuing on to Skyward Sword today, haha, nope, it's a Nintendo Direct time. Tears of the Kingdom looks real neat, but we'll do the Skyview Temple tomorrow, for sure. Now we finally decide to run through the Skyview Temple as well as nabbing the beetle, and after making our way to the spring and unlocking the Elden region, we go play with bombs a bit too much and end up right in front of the Earth Temple. Time for the Earth Temple. We nab the bombs and beat up Mike Wazowski, then proceed to gamble all of our money away again. But after traveling back and forth in time, we enter the Lanayru mining facility, we nab the Gust Bellows, and then get owned. We make our way through the rest of the Lanayru mining facility and meet up with Zelda for a few seconds before fighting the imprisoned and learning about the Gate of Time. Heading into our first Silent Realm, we cleared first try, thankfully. Oh my god. Then meet up with the Water Dragon and enter the Ancient Cistern. Ancient Cistern time. We nab the whip and fight Koloktos, and oh boy, yup. Now heading to Lanayru, we do another Silent Realm and we nab the Claw Shots and Fun Island. Yep, sure, that sure is. Today we head into the Lanayru Desert to find our second Sacred Flame, which leads us to the Sand Ship, one of my favorite dungeons. After nabbing the bow and completing the dungeon, we head to the Elden region and do the Silent Realm there. Final Sacred Flame time. The Fire Sanctuary was great, and after talking with Zelda, we fully power up the Master Sword, then proceed to learn about the location of the Triforce as we go under the sea and get ready to help out the Thunder Dragon and beat the game tomorrow. Today we start out trying to get the Hylian shield, and nope. Then we head over to get our last remaining pieces of the hero song before doing one more silent realm. But after clearing Skykeep, we fight lots of monsters and then get ready to fight Demise, and the fight goes how you would expect. With Skyward Sword finished, now it's time for Breath of the Wild. It's time to start Breath of the Wild. We go to the 4 shrines and nab all of our runes, and finally get the paraglider. With that, we start heading over to Kakariko Village and get our horse. Hello, Groose. Once we get to Kakariko, we get the drip and get ready to free the divine beasts. Today we head off to Hateno Village to upgrade our Sheikah Slate. We learn to fly with bombs somehow, and manage to get our first memory and the champion's tunic. We set off to our first divine beast today, but we get sidetracked a lot. We go activate more towers and light up the Akala Tech Lab before making our way to Goron City. Time for divine beast Va Rudania. We meet up with Yunobo and enter the dungeon. We absolutely destroy Fireblight Ganon, dear lord. And after getting Daruk's protection, we remember some more, and that's about it. I'll keep it real, nothing much happened today. We went and got some more hearts and went to Korok Forest and managed to kill the Lionel on the Great Plateau. Revenge. Today we go to some more shrines to get enough hearts to pull out the Master Sword. Then we go and get Zelda's horse, and more importantly, Groose now has drip. Awesome. Today we continue exploring and remember some more. Groose dies and then doesn't, and then we make our way to Rito Village. We decided to go and free Divine Beast Va Meadow, and oh my lord, Windblight is gone. After that, we nabbed the giant horse and named them Pebbles. Groose dies again somehow, and then doesn't. What a wacky guy. We chill in the Faron region for most of the day. We get struck by lightning and head to Lurlin Village, trying to complete Eventide Island, and yeah, no. We head back to some stables and get Groose all kitted out, and then we buy our house back. It only took 100 years. Today we decide to climb mountains for some reason. Mount Lanayru to help out Naja, and Mount Hebra to absolutely shred. Totally. Today was quite simple. We go and find more shrines and then go on a Lionel rampage before making our way to Zora's domain to meet Sidon and stop Va Ruta tomorrow. We start off today by going to Divine Beast Va Ruta and absolutely obliterating Waterblight Ganon. Afterwards, we make our way to Terry Town to help out with construction before remembering some more. And tomorrow, we take a break from Breath of the Wild to complete Ocarina of Time. We are back to Ocarina of Time. But why? To get all the items in heart containers we didn't get on our first run through. Hopefully, we'll be completing the game tomorrow. Today we get the remaining heart pieces and Big Goron's sword for completing Ocarina of Time again. Now we go back to Breath of the Wild. A simple day today. We challenge Eventide Island again and win. After that, we go unlock the final Great Fairy Fountain and acquire new drip. I don't think it would be wise to go to the cap. We nab the Hylian shield and remember some more, fully power up the champion's tunic, and get ready for the Trial of the Sword tomorrow. Today it is finally time for the Trial of the Sword. Nothing much to say here except 1, I am a gamer, and 2, who decides stage 10? I just want to know. Middle trials are tomorrow. Today we finished Trial of the Sword. Not much else to say except I think I'm pretty good at this game. Totally. We managed to make our way into Gerudo Town and head to the Yiga clan hideout to get the Thunderhelm back. After beating up Master Koga, we are ready to enter Divine Beast Va Naboris. We board Divine Beast Va Naboris, solve some puzzles, and atomize Thunderblight Ganon. After that, we run around doing some side and shrine quests, and tomorrow we start the Champion's Ballad. Today it is time to start the Champion's Ballad. We nab the one-hit obliterator and partake in what I call a quarter heart and a dream, and we died by a horse. We tackled the Urbosa section of the Champion's Ballad and upgraded Urbosa's Fury, then fought 3 golden Lionels. That's fun. Tomorrow we go back to Majora's Mask. Back to Majora's Mask to collect some more heart pieces. Also, how did they expect kids to get this? And tomorrow we head back to Breath of the Wild. I finally got a Wolf Link amiibo. Today our main goal was to complete Rivali's portion of the Champion's Ballad, and just like last time, Windblight gets owned. Mans just can't catch a break. Today we finish up Terry Town. Nice. Then we complete the Daruk section of the Champion's Ballad, and Fireblight gets owned, naturally. Today we complete the Mifa section of the Champion's Ballad, and now we can access the final Divine Beast. But more importantly, Tears of the Kingdom gameplay demo tomorrow. On a whim, I decided to get all 900 Korok seeds. So we make our way to Hyrule Castle to get all of the Koroks there, and we complete the final dungeon of the game and finish the Champion's Ballad. Simple today. Bunny Shrine, bam. Royal Guard close, bam. Picture frame, bam. Memory recovered, bam. Today we helped out folks in Gerudo Town for the sole purpose of getting the Thunder Helm, thanks. Then it is time for more shrines as we complete Shrine 100. Still nowhere near close to finishing the Zeldathon though. We have a ways to go. Today we completed Majora's Mask. Yep, that's it. But tomorrow we'll be taking a small break to play Age of Calamity. I won't be completing this one, but it'll be a nice change of pace. April Fools! This isn't Breath of the Wild. Yup, look at Link, he's eating a rock. Anyways, back to Breath of the Wild tomorrow. Time to start getting all 900 Koroks. Oh my lord. All I do is mark the map, waddle on over, name the Korok after a subscriber, mark the map, waddle on over, name the Korok. More Korok seeds. Today I would have never have guessed that. Naming them after viewers as usual, and sadly, we see Hestu dance for the last time. So sad. Wow, more Korok seeds today! Good thing I'm naming them after subscribers that are in the stream to keep it interesting. Oh, look at this Guardian doing a flip! Anyways, Twilight Princess tomorrow. Woo! We're back to Twilight Princess today as we get the remaining heart pieces. Then we do the Wolf Link Amiibo Challenge and get the C-Dot Doll up to 20 hearts. Tomorrow we complete the Pit of Ordeals and then the game. Today we challenge the Pit of Ordeals and fail, but that's okay because we still beat up Ganon and complete Twilight Princess. Time to complete Skyward Sword next. Today it's time to complete Skyward Sword, getting all the heart pieces, kablam. Getting the Hylian Shield, very difficult, but kerslam. Then defeating Demise, kablam. He ain't coming back from that one. I don't want to find Korok seeds, so we play Age of Calamity today. Look at the little lad. Time to name more Koroks tomorrow. Yup. Back to Korok seeds. Nothing much to say except how long does it take for these Volt Fruits to respawn? Game, I only got a month left. Like, come on, come on. More Korok seeds are collected today as we make our way over 600. Still a ways to go. Oh boy. I'll be watching the final Tears of the Kingdom trailer on stream tomorrow as well, so that's pretty, yeah. Today we look at the final trailer and also get more Koroks, as well as explaining how time travel works. Dear Lord. Today I keep collecting Koroks and naming them after folks in my stream. For the next 2 days, I'm gonna try and get all remaining 200 Korok seeds, so that's pretty neat. Looking forward to Hestu's gift.
No.
God. I can't believe it. I've reached 800 out of the total 900 Korok seeds. Tomorrow is the day of reckoning. I did it! It's finally over. All 900 Korok seeds. I'm surprised I didn't miss a single one. Tomorrow I've decided to expand the Zeldathon to include all Zelda games, but I'm only focusing on the 3D ones before Tears of the Kingdom right now. So, Link's Awakening is tomorrow. Today we play Link's Awakening. But C-Dot Combat is in the 3D Zelda. I make the rules. We run around Koholint Island and clear the first 2 dungeons, and on to the 3rd tomorrow. This game is adorable, man. Link wakes up more today as we tackle the key dungeon and the color dungeon while not dying. Totally. We check in at Animal Village, and tomorrow we head to Angler's Tunnel. I'll keep it real today. Flippers. Wow. Hookshot. Wow. Koholint Island is a what? Bars. Today we continue getting the instruments as we venture through the Face Cave and the Eagle Tower. We enter Turtle Rock tomorrow and then finish Link's Awakening. Today we obtain the Fire Rod and clear Turtle Rock, then get the magnifying glass to reach the final boss. We use the bottle and finish Link's Awakening. Time to head back to Breath of the Wild tomorrow. Back to Breath of the Wild today as we go clear more side quests while covering some shrines in the process. There are only 4 more shrines to get, but more importantly, why did I get all Korok seeds before all the shrines? Like, what's it? We are really close to completing Breath of the Wild, but naturally, we have a ways to go. We finish all of the side quests in Hateno Village, fully update the Hyrule Compendium, get the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd last shrines, which means there's only 1 left, so naturally tomorrow we're going to be playing Age of Calamity. Time to almost complete Age of Calamity, and while playing this game I realized 2 things. 1, the soundtrack goes crazy, and 2, if there are no Rivali haters in the world, that means the mere concept of me does not exist. Today marks the 2nd last day of Age of Calamity. We go save Mipha and Daruk before Zelda gets access to nuclear weapons. Oh my lord. We finish the game tomorrow. Today we finish up Age of Calamity. Yup, that's about it. The Zeldathon finale will be on day 100, however, so we're heading back to Breath of the Wild to finish up all the side quests and shrine quests. Returning to Breath of the Wild today to get every last shrine completed before heading to Hateno Village to scam a literal statue. Then it's off to destroy every mini-boss in the world, starting with the Taluses. Today is quite simple. Every single stone talus is destroyed, and we nabbed the Tunic of the Wild set, going to take down every Molduga and Hinox next. We attempt to build a flying machine to destroy every Hinox, which fails, but the Hinox are gone at least. Tomorrow I will finish up any remaining side quests and destroy the Molduga. Then after that, for days 97, 98, and 99, I'll be attempting the Trial of the Sword without healing or armor, unless I'm burning or freezing alive. Today we clean up the Molduga or Moldugan. We finish up any remaining side quests, sell all of our gems, oh my lord. And tomorrow it's Trial of the Sword time. Today I try to beat the beginning trials without armor or healing items, and it was going real well until stage 10. Today I tried to beat the middle trials without armor or healing items, and while it was a struggle at first, it wasn't anywhere close to stage 10. Although we attempt both the beginning and final trials, we fail both, dang. But tomorrow is the final day of the Zeldathon, so that is wacky. This is it, the final day. We storm Hyrule Castle and finally take down Calamity Ganon. With that, the goal of beating every 3D Zelda game before the release of Tears of the Kingdom is complete. See you in a week for Tears of the Kingdom. We will be playing through Tears of the Kingdom as part of the Zeldathon, but for right now, we're taking a bit of a break because I think I need it. Thank you for watching the Zeldathon, and thank you for watching future videos. Subscribe if you like it if you like it,